Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and this is going to be a review of the newest pistol that I picked up just yesterday, and that is this Ruger P97DC. The DC stands for decocker, so it is a decocker only. It does not have a safety. I picked this gun up yesterday at the local gun shop that I get most of my handguns from. So I went in there. I knew that I wanted to get another P-Series pistol by the end of the summer, and I was expecting to pay like $350 or so. And so I knew that they had a Ruger P90, which is basically the 45 version of the P89. So, it looks just like this, only it had a decocker only, like the P97, and it also had some Hogue grips, which I'm not too wild about. But they had that in their gun case for $365. But then, I went in there to look at it, and I noticed that this was right next to it for $265. So for $100 less, you get a very similar gun, minus the Hogue grips that I really don't care for anyway. I was going to change those out, probably put those Packmeyers on it. But this is a polymer framed one, so it didn't have all that. And it also, this is a blued slide versus a stainless steel slide, which was, the other one had a stainless steel slide. So for $100 less, I figured this is a really good 45 ACP for the money. So, it's a P-Series pistol, obviously. It's very similar in design to the P89 and, of course, the P90. There are some differences. The P89 has number one, it's a 9mm versus a 45. But the P89 has a double stack mag, and the magazine release is a push forward, and it's ambidextrous, whereas the P97 has a push in mag release like a standard pistol, and it's a single stack mag, kind of like a 1911 mag. Actually, I think you might even be able to use 1911 mags in here, but I don't know for sure. I might test that out and see if it's possible. But it's very similar to a 1911. 8 rounds, by the way, versus 15 in the P89. The magazine release is not ambidextrous, although you might be able to switch it around because the magazine has two locking points on it. So in the right-handed position, it locks into this one. You might be able to switch it around to lock into a left-handed position. But I don't know. I really have no reason to look at that. So anyway, it's a polymer frame. Has these little grooves in the front and the back strap, and also along the sides. Decocker only. The P97 was only offered in a decocker only and a double action only, which I have no need for a double action only. I don't understand the purpose of that, but it does make for a little bit better carry gun. An open carry gun, that is. I probably wouldn't conceal carry this. Probably only gonna carry this in the woods. This is gonna be my new woods gun, but it has the decocker only, so you push it down to decock and it springs back up. Same sights as the P89 and pretty much all the other P-Series. It does have the slide serrations here for a good grip, so that you can cock the slide or rack the slide. The P89 and all the early P-Series pistols didn't have that. You just kind of had to grab the little levers to pull back, which isn't a big deal. That's really the only complaint that I have about the P89 and the P90 and all those guns. But the P89 has an aluminum frame, as does the P90, which was the gun I was originally going to get. But it's really not a big deal that this is a polymer frame. It's very similar to the P95, although the P95 did go through an update where they kind of made it a little bit rougher so that you could have a better grip on it. And they also added a rail to the front for the P95 as well, which doesn't really matter to me. And also the P95 doesn't have the front and rear serrations. Not that that really matters, but anyway. The gun only came with one magazine, and like I said, it's an 8-round magazine. The gun shop did order me a couple more. They're on back order, so I don't know how long that's going to take to come in, but they are on back order, and so that'll be 2 extra mags. And that's probably all I'll really need anyway. It is a 3.9-inch barrel, I believe. So the P89 and the P90, they have a 4.5-inch barrel, and then the P97, P95, they have a 3.9-inch barrel. So a little bit shorter, 0.6 inches shorter, which isn't that big of a deal. The takedown is very similar as well. So you open this, lock the slide back, drop the mag. You have to push down your little ejector, and then you have to push back to line the lines up. So you're going to push that back to this, line this up with the slide stop. Let's see if I can reach around the camera here and do it. Yeah. And on the P97, it does come, the pin does come all the way out. And you have your spring and your barrel in here. I'm not going to take this out because this is a little bit harder to get back in than my P89, so I don't want to like fumble around with that on camera. But basically you just push forward and pull it out, kind of like a Glock or something else like that. This is not a captured spring, by the way. I think the P95 does have a captured spring, if memory serves me right. So it's a little bit different. The P95, I think, is the only P series that actually does have a captured recoil spring. And then disassembly is very easy. I find the P series a little bit easier to take down than my my Smith & Wesson 5904. I always seem to have trouble with that until I actually get on camera, which seems kind of backwards, but whatever. So anyway, for $265. Oh, by the way, that was this was a consignment gun, so I didn't have to pay any taxes, but it was cash only, which I did have enough cash on hand. So $265, no taxes, and that's a pretty good deal for a 45. I also took some of that money that I saved, and I went to Walmart and got a couple boxes of Perfecta 45. So I got 100 rounds of that, plus I had a partial box from when I had my my volunteer 45 rifle. In a couple weeks, I'm going to take this gun out along with a couple rifles, and sight it in and shoot up some cans, some bottles, and whatnot. I'll do some videos on it. So yeah. But anyway, that's my P97DC. Going to be my new woods gun, probably. Got to test it out with some hollow points, but I'm sure it'll feed just fine. It is a P series, it is a P series. So P series are very, very reliable handguns, at least most of them. So anyway, that's my review of the Ruger P97DC. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Vinny 14, and until next time, be safe.